Do you want to know how to sell 38 homes in 11 months as a brand new agent? Stacey did it. We'll talk about it next. I could not be more excited to film this show. This is the dream of every new agent that gets into the business. And Stacey Mitchell, amazing team member, friend, past client as well, she did it. 38 homes sold in 11 months, and you got your license when Pennsylvania was shut down and we couldn't show any homes. So how did you do it? What were a couple keys? This is like, take notes, watch this episode again, but what's worked really well for you?
I think one of the most important things is having the buyers totally prepared. So being the knowledge agent, for sure. So getting the buyers prepped and ready to go even before they step into their first home to see it. And that includes, prepping them with all the documents that they'll be seeing coming electronically, preparing them with closing costs and estimated monthly payments, having them do drive-by in the neighborhood. So they're fully ready by the time they even step in the door.
So have you ever felt you can't prepare enough? Like, this is so important right now because you only have a limited amount of time. And mind you, showings are sometimes like 15 minutes. Like, you don't have a lot of time anymore because of the pandemic restrictions. So you're getting your clients prepped and ready to go, and you're giving them all the information. We've heard this before. She's doing it every time. I know you're also really big on follow-up. Why don't you talk a little bit about that and how relentless you are trying to get people to meet with you?
Totally big on follow-up. If it's a hot buyer, I'm calling them, texting them, making sure their e-alerts are set and sent out to them, putting them into the MLS under auto email, just making sure that they're getting every listing that's coming soon or on the market so that they can see it, and having them understand to reach out to me ASAP as soon as they see something they like. But the follow-up is key.
So, like, you mentioned you're texting and calling. Like, do you find yourself going to the way they communicate more? Like, what are some of the follow-up hacks that have worked really well for you?
Mm-hmm. If they're calling me, then I know that they're a call type of client. If they work best through email at midnight, then they're emailing me at midnight. I'll email them back. Or if they're better at text messaging, then that's how we communicate. But whatever works best for them, that's how I adopt, and that's how I proceed to communicate with them.
Yeah, and this is called digital rapport, right? It's really important, and Stacey's being a chameleon because I know how her and I communicate. We communicate a couple different ways, and there's some ways that are better than others. You've got to go to your clients on this because some people, they don't want a phone call. They want a text. Some people, they hate text messaging.
Yes.
And they want an email.
Or they want a phone call. They want to talk.
Yeah, or they want to hear the sound of your voice. So I think that's really, really critical to see that. What else is working for you? Because, I mean, there's so many. We could do like an hour of this, and we're going to do it in 5 or 7 minutes. Maybe we have you on our radio show. We do a podcast, something like that. But anything else that's really sticking out to you in your first 11 months and just crushing the competition with the number of sales you're doing?
Be friends and be friendly to other agents because it's a small circle, and you will come back, and it will come back to you. So communicate with the other agents. Call them. Ask them about the listings. Ask them how many offers they have in. Ask them what the seller wants, what they're looking for. But talk to the other agents. They really appreciate that. Just communicate with them.
So Stacey doesn't have a mean bone in her body, which is number one. Like, I know this personally, and so that but it's more than just being friendly, though. It's more than just being nice. It's actually getting the right information to help your client get the house, because a lot of agents, and you've seen this, the offers come in, there's no context, no idea what it is. You know nothing about what's important to them, and maybe there's a certain date that they need for settlement, or they need a lease back, or all these crazy terms. And if you don't know that, you're not setting yourself up to win. And you want to win, right?
Oh, totally. Every single time.
Every single time, right?
Every single time.
We could talk for hours about this. I'm hearing relentless follow-up. I'm hearing be overly prepared and being a good business person, right?
Yes.
Being friendly, being nice. And it kind of goes with the prep, but it's also like doing some recon and understanding what's going on with each one of these properties. And I mean, 38 sales in 11 months, that's hard for anybody, but look at the world we've been living in, right? Pennsylvania, we couldn't do any real estate activities when you got started. We onboarded virtually. Like, this was not the normal story. And my point here is, we've heard all this stuff before, right? Like, there's nothing new here.
Nothing new.
Stacey's just executing on a high level. Just do it, right?
Just do it. Just do it.
I think we should end it there. Awesome show. Stacey, you rock. Grateful to be working with you. Catch you guys next week.